Who's next to step into the ring with the fierce and formidable Gervonta "Tank" Davis? The boxing world is buzzing with anticipation as fans eagerly await the announcement of his next opponent. And we're here to break it down for you. With his impressive record of 29-0, including 27 knockouts, Gervonta "Tank" Davis has quickly become one of the most exciting fighters in the world of boxing. He has already proven himself against some of the biggest names in the sport, including Ryan Garcia, Leo Santa Cruz, and Yuriorkis Gamboa. So, who's next? Let's find out. Did you catch Gervonta Davis lighting up Las Vegas? The dude was on fire, taking down Ryan Garcia in just 7 rounds of their scheduled 12-pound, 136-pound showdown. It's like he's got his own spotlight among the world's top fighters. But now, let's talk about what's next on Tank's agenda. Brace yourself, because this next move could be a real challenge. On paper, at least. We're talking about a showdown with one of the heavyweight champs at 135 pounds. Who could be stepping into the ring with our Baltimore rising star? Here are 5 top contenders that could bring the heat. Shakur Stevenson. Check out the stats. 20-0 with 10 KOs. Shakur Stevenson is like a magician in the ring. Seriously, this dude's boxing skills could make your jaw drop. He used to hold the 130-pound title, and let me tell you, he's been like a force field. Opponents just can't touch him. It's like he's got this uncanny ability to take his rivals apart, while barely breaking a sweat. Hailing from the mean streets of New Jersey, this 25-year-old southpaw is no pushover. He's taken down some big names like Joe Gonzalez, Jamel Herring, and Oscar Valdez. Now let's talk about Davis. Yeah, Gervonta Davis is a master of the craft too. No doubt, this guy's a technical wizard, and when he's in that ring, it's like he's painting a masterpiece. But here's the deal. Davis likes to bring the thunder with those power-packed punches. Now Stevenson, he's more of a stick-and-move kind of guy. He's got that finesse, that footwork that could give Davis a run for his money. Landing clean shots on Stevenson, that might just be a puzzle for Davis to solve. So here's the big question. Can this fight actually happen? Davis and Stevenson might be in different corners when it comes to promotional stuff. But hey, remember Davis and Garcia. They made it work. If Davis is hungry for this showdown, mark my words, it's gonna happen. Devin Haney. Let's talk numbers first. 29-0 with 15 knockouts. That's Devin Haney's scorecard, and he's got those stats to flaunt. Now he might be wearing the undisputed champ crown, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's the top dog at 135 pounds. This 24-year-old San Francisco whiz kid is all about technique, but let's face it, he's probably not quite on Stevenson's level. And when it comes to raw power, well, he's not exactly packing dynamite punches either, just like Stevenson. But don't you dare underestimate Haney. This guy's been in the ring with the big boys and has the experience to prove it. He went toe-to-toe with George Kambosos, and not only walked away with the win, but also scooped up all 4 titles in the process. Plus, here's a fun fact. Haney's got some size advantage at 135 pounds, which could give him an edge. Now, the tricky part. Negotiations. Figuring out the logistics between Davis and Haney might be like solving a puzzle. But trust me, Davis is gonna be like a bull seen red. The dude wants that undisputed championship, and he's got his sights set on either Haney or Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko. Let's take a look at the score. 17-2 with 11 knockouts. Vasily Lomachenko, the enigmatic boxing maestro from Ukraine, is a real wild card in this mix. This guy used to be like a magician in the ring, making opponents look foolish left and right. But hey, time's ticking, and he's 35 now. The question on everyone's mind, does he still have that magic touch? We're gonna get our answer when he steps in against Haney. Now let's rewind a bit. Lomachenko took a hit when he lost his 135-pound titles to Teofimo Lopes back in October 2020. People started writing him off, thinking maybe the shine had faded. But hold up, there's more to the story. Word on the street is that he was nursing an injured shoulder during that face-off. Fast forward, and he's been back in action, dishing out some impressive victories over Masayoshi Nakatani, TKO 9, Richard Kami, UD, and Jermaine Ortiz, UD. It's got some folks thinking that the old Lomachenko magic might still be alive and kicking. Now, picture Davis and Lomachenko toe-to-toe in the ring. A Lomachenko at his peak could be like a maze that nobody wants to get lost in, even a top-tier fighter like Davis. But hey, remember this: Lomachenko beats Haney, and Davis is gonna be itching for a piece of that action. Frank Martin. Check this out. 17, 0, and 12 of those are knockouts. That's the kind of record you'd expect from a boxing sensation like Martin. Now, he might not have the same heavyweight reputation as the likes of Davis, Stevenson, Haney, or Lomachenko, but don't let that fool you. This guy's got that spark of something special. It's like he's got these natural gifts that make him stand out, combined with a polished set of skills and a punch that can really pack a punch. In his last match, he pretty much laid down the law with a unanimous decision victory over the undefeated Michael Rivera. Now that's a statement right there, and it shot this 28-year-old from Detroit straight into the elite zone. Look at him, he's ranked in the top 7 across all the major boxing bodies. A sure sign that he's got a one-way ticket to a major fight in the near future, as long as he keeps that winning streak alive. So the million-dollar question: can Martin give Davis a run for his money? Well, it's not gonna be a walk in the park, especially with his lack of big fight experience. But here's the kicker: the guy's got tools, serious tools, that could give anyone a real headache. Oh, and here's a sweet detail: Martin and Davis, they're both part of the PBC and Showtime crew. That means when it comes to negotiations, it's like cutting a cake, relatively easy. So, who knows? Maybe we're in for a showdown that'll have everyone talking. Isaac Cruz. Let's check the stats. 24, 2-1, with a hopping 17 knockouts. We're talking about Isaac Cruz, the Mexican powerhouse who's already locked horns with Davis. The two clashed before, and let me tell you, Cruz left his mark even in a unanimous decision loss back in December 2021. Some say he put up such a strong fight that he could have easily earned himself another go at Davis. Now picture Cruz in the ring. He's like a bulldozer, relentless and full of power. The dude's got this unique combo that spells trouble for anyone: constant pressure and the ability to soak up those hard-hitting blows. Davis himself admitted he was dealing with an injury to his left hand during that bout, a major setback. Now, here's the twist: if Davis were in full health and had both hands ready to roll, would he dominate Cruz? It's a question that'll leave you guessing. One thing's for sure though, after that first tango, Cruz is gonna step into the ring with a boatload of confidence. And when you're up against a formidable fighter like Davis, that confidence is worth its weight in gold. I'm not sure if Davis is up for a rematch with Cruz, but let's talk logistics. The good news is, making this fight happen wouldn't be a headache. These two share a manager, so it's like a match made in boxing heaven when it comes to negotiations. Will Tank fight again in 2023? Gervonta Davis is back in action after his 45-day stint in the Slammer, and he's not wasting any time. The guy's back in the gym, hitting the grind and prepping for his next showdown. Now, if we rewind a bit, you'd remember Davis blasting through Ryan Garcia with a knockout that rocked the house and pulled in over 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. So what's on the horizon for this rising star? We're talking about some serious contenders here: Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Vasily Lomachenko, and Isaac Cruz. These are the names that keep popping up when you're discussing who's gonna face Davis next. Davis walked out of the jailhouse doors in July 2023, but don't expect him to lace up his gloves until November. And as for the exact fight date, well, we're gonna have to wait for the dust to settle and see who's gonna step up and take on the Davis challenge. And there you have it, fight fans. The stage is set, the contenders are lining up, and Gervonta Davis is gearing up for his next epic battle. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more pulse-pounding updates from the world of boxing. Drop a comment below and let us know who you think Davis should face next. Is it Haney, Stevenson, Lomachenko, or someone else entirely? Stay tuned, stay hyped, and until next time.